Welcome back to Red Sky City, Cyberpunk Conspiracy, Phase 2, Episode 2, Part 2, verses 9 through 31. If you're just joining us, our heroes have overcome the robotic defenders of the secret Arasaka bunker. They've taken one captive, removed its arms, and made it their pet. This happens more often than one would think in tabletop RPGs. Would not be the first. Traditionally, in games that I run, some poor hapless goblin gets recruited, gets named Greg, gets sent out in front to find all the traps and such, and then a new goblin gets recruited and named Greg. It's not pretty.
That's psychotic.
Yeah, absolutely.
You guys have a pattern.
Before.
All right, so you've overcome the robot guardians. What would you like to do next?
I think it would be good to scope out this place.
Mm-hmm.
So I would get out my portable tea set, start brewing up a cuppa.
Yep, that's one of your
after that battle.
Cybernetic enhancements.
Yep, and I'd ask, does anybody want a cup of tea?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Natalie takes one.
Do you have a cup?
No.
Sorry, I've only got the one cup. And then I would, I would make my cup of tea and I would walk into the room.
Natalie briefly thinks back to all the times she brought a full tray of tea, replete with a full complement of cups, into the room and then just shakes it off.
Might be a cup in here.
All right.
What is in here?
Well, a skeleton of somebody who got flensed and worn. And you immediately recognize this as a cybernetics operating theater / laboratory.
Oh.
It includes some fairly sophisticated net equipment, net running equipment as well. This whole setup right here, this is a cybernetic operating table, but it's got this huge slab that goes over it with a lot of wires and equipment. It's hooked up to some very serious heavy-duty computing equipment. There are control panels here and here. This one appears to be monitoring, net monitoring, and this one appears to be biosigns monitoring. There's also a crate right here that is locked with a security code.
Cool. How many digits?
10.
That's a lot of digits. Can I shoot it off?
Yeah, roll damage.
Okay. Actually, can I try and pry it open first?
With your cyber arms? Yeah, let's do that first. Roll athletics at +2 for your cyber arms.
Let's do that first.
Oh.
12. All right, you're straining.
14.
You're straining with that a little bit. Your arms are cybernetic. Your back muscles might be a little cybernetic now, actually. Like, they're not cybernetic, but there's something going on, under your skin layer. Something that's still growing and developing. While you work on that, what would the rest of the team like to do?
Know what is going on with the back muscles of the teammate?
I mean, there's a morbid curiosity,
You want to know what's growing underneath my back muscles?
Yeah, like, is it weird? Can we see it under your jacket?
None of you have seen any evidence of this. The only thing you've seen changed about Jerax so far is that he's got a cyber eye. Right where he got shot in the face. Like, he didn't get shot in the eye, but he got shot in the support structure for said eye. So, yeah.
I've just assumed that he did the work on himself. I think I would just assume that, honestly. He's a doctor.
He kind of did.
I'm going to go and... I'm actually not going to follow the others. I'm going down south. I want to check out the south corridor. Because we didn't even realize there was a corridor down there. So, time to take a look at that.
Pass on through the magical curtain. Hey, look, there's another skeleton here.
Magical curtain. Okay, I'm going to take a look at the skeleton. Does it have anything on it? Anything interesting?
Yep, another ID card, a discarded, very heavy pistol with no ammunition left over, and a very clear bullet hole through the skull.
Okay. I'll take the ID card. Is there... I mean, I'm assuming that this is the same logo that we saw on the people downstairs, like
Correct.
the brand of ID card.
Well,
Okay.
it's the same brand. It's an Arasaka. It doesn't have that green pheasant logo on it. It's got an Arasaka logo on it. The
Okay.
green pheasant logo you've only seen on the toe tags of the people in cryostasis.
Okay. I will take a picture of the skeleton person's ID. And keep the card on me and progress down the corridor.
All right. The corridor appears to mirror the one on the other side as you go down, including the security panel to the south.
Well, then I'm gonna swipe that dead dude's card on it and see what happens.
All right. Well, what happens is the dynamic lighting continues to be weird, but you can see into this chamber now from this side.
I'm like, oh, hello, Jerax.
Hello.
Another skeleton down here, but otherwise nothing much to report.
How many skeletons?
Just the one that I saw. So what is that, 4 in total? No, 3 in total.
Yes.
All right, Monarch and Natalie, what would the two of you like to do? It's going to take you, again, some workshop time to harvest those submachine guns.
Yeah.
Natalie hasn't taken a look at this central computer terminal yet, so I'm going to go and kind of poke around over here and also try the computer interface.
Okay, what skill set would you like to use? Because again, visibly what you see are 3 separate consoles, each of them with error codes flying around on them. It's all pre-war tech.
I am going to use I was thinking deduction, but I wanted to see if I had a better computer one here.
Deduction would
Unfortunately, I
allow
only-
you to just sort of put clues together and come to a logical conclusion. It may not be as computer specific, it may not be as business or tactics specific, but it will help you to sort of pick on the general vibe and draw some consensus.
Yeah, instead, actually, I'd like to use perception to see if there's like a manual anywhere in the drawers or if there's any sort of information.
Okay. Yeah, roll perception.
17.
You do find some documentation. It's in Japanese.
And I have downloaded on my agent, just like an IRL, a visual translating app, which I normally use to read explicit doujinshi, but I can perhaps use here today.
Does this app require access to the local data pool, or is it a self-contained dictionary?
You can download the dictionary.
Okay.
If you could do it in 2020, I imagine she could.
Yeah, no, I'll allow that. That's smart. That's good usage. I like it. Okay, so you're going over it. It's not a complete in-depth manual. It's more like a policy book. It strictly prohibits writing down passwords anywhere. It has a list of procedures for who's authorized to come through here. It does have some instructions for using the software, but a lot of it's not redacted, but it's deliberately left out. This is a security station. It is designed to operate defenses like gun turrets, electrified floors, laser grids, cameras, so on and so forth.
So what I'm kind of looking for is like the key system. Like, you know, when you open up the big book that comes with your car and you're like, okay, the triangle light means your brakes are hacked, but like the square light means like you ruined your engine. So like I'm trying to just suss out the nature of the alarm codes and seeing if there's any corresponding like nothing.
There is not. It's like if we were driving a car that had a built-in navigation system, and that navigation system had some pre-made error, like some error codes you're supposed to recognize. But then if the BIOS gets corrupted or something, it's going to throw something up there. Or when you're outside, you know, remember when we used to be able to do that, and a billboard had a blue screen.
Oh, yeah.
And the blue screen is probably not in the billboard operation, it's in the underlying OS. That's what you're dealing with here.
Got it. Do I have to be a netrunner to interface with this computer, or I just have to be like tech savvy in the old tech?
It's mostly designed to be, a lot of the old tech was designed for net running specifically, and the GUI was not very good at all, but this does have a manual interface. So a basic tech check or something else applicable would allow you to try to figure something out.
Okay, yeah, I mean, I'd like to mess around in here as much as possible while I have free time.
You want to do basic tech, or do you have something else in mind?
Now let's do basic tech. 21.
Okay.
Natalie is back.
This system is so corrupted with viruses. It is dead. This is like if you had I'm gonna date myself here real quick. If you ever had a computer that ran Windows Millennium Edition and you spent a little time on LimeWire and those websites, and you download something that looks like an exe for the game you want to play and the album you want to listen to, but it's not, and it just gets to the point where this entire computer is just, it needs to be blown up from orbit. It is that corrupted and that infected with viruses. This thing is just a typhoid box. I
can't, like, with the instructions and like assessing how damaged it is, there's no just like wipe and start again, like reset to factory standard.
No, this doesn't have a built-in function like that. You need a fresh copy of the OS. You'd need an install disk. You'd need, and it probably, because this is a security station, you need physical access. It's got one of those damn little locks on the motherboard, an encryption chip on that. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm saying this is a downtime. You got to work on this if you want to bring this thing up, or hop in the network and hope your brain doesn't get erased.
Yeah, no, I got nothing else to do, and I really want to like save Robochan, and I imagine this is the only way to get to Robochan, so I'm just gonna heck around over here for as long as I've got possible.
All right, pressing buttons. Monarch, what are you doing?
First things first, folks.
You're muted.
I looked up.
I gain 1 XP.
First things first. I looked up Dojin Shi.
Yeah.
No.
You shouldn't have done that.
You should not have done that.
That was a bad idea. I saw some Fire Emblem things I just wasn't ready for personally.
Were you at least in incognito mode?
No, I wasn't. So Courtyard Marriott's definitely going to be very suspicious of me today.
The knock's coming.
Anyway, sir, can you please? So first I'm gonna obviously go to Stella and grab the remains of my baby. There was a little trinket on the shield. I'm gonna take my trinket so that this way, when Stella 2.0, a better version of Stella 2.0 emerges, we're ready to go.
All right.
I am also gonna make my way inside of here.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let me see here. Trying to get an idea.
Trying to salvage the SMG.
Yeah, I thought that was happening already, or is that something I need to do?
That's something you're going to need to sit down with a toolkit and spend a few hours on. That's not something you're going to be able to do until everyone's like, all right, let's chill for a while, do some downtime work. You know what I mean?
What's this over here?
All right, that is a big old set of stuff. Roll a cyber tech check if you have that skill.
Touch anything.
I do not have that.
Okay, roll a basic tech check. And if you don't have that, I'll just tell you what you see.
Tech, like...
No, there should be... Do you have a skill called basic tech?
No, I'm as boomer as it comes, man.
Okay, I'll tell you what you see. You see a whole bunch of readouts and computer panels, and there seems to be a wire frame X-ray of a human body, but it's sort of flashing blank. There's some like... There's a life, a heartbeat indicator that's just deadlined. It looks vaguely medical, maybe.
Okay. And what about this over here?
This is some Netrunner shit. There's a holo display. There's some sort of a transfer, like a progress bar. There's an image of a brain with different colors overlaid over it, though it's completely just red right now. It looks like it's designed to have heat map colors on it. All sorts of technical Netrunner-y looking stuff, and it's hooked up to the cyberware stuff.
Stuff that doesn't really apply to me. All right. Well, in that case, I'm gonna focus on trying to get this thing open here.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a crowbar?
Yeah, I'm actually gonna search upstairs. Is there maybe like a crowbar or something that I could use to wedge?
Yeah, you'd find a crowbar. It's not a problem.
Sweet.
We could both get this open then.
I'm gonna go here and work with this guy, who, by the way, should be thanking me, Jerax. I don't know. I mean, you were about to get ripped in half, so never say I didn't do anything for you. Okay?
Yes, it was only the most logical path of action. If I had died, then your chances of success would have been very low.
Oh, yeah, like all the times you jacked into the network and didn't get anything done? Huh? How about that? Is that in our probability of success?
Just gonna stare at him.
I hate you. Anyway, okay, we're going to try and pry this thing open.
All right, Monarch, what is your athletics score total? So your dexterity plus your athletics skill.
10.
Okay, Jerax, what is your athletics score total plus 2 for your robot arms?
My
So
dexterity plus athletics plus my robot's arms.
Mm-hmm.
11.
11. Okay, I'm going to have Bren make the roll. And Golden Boy, you're going to contribute your athletics skill modifier to this roll, plus another 2 for the crowbar. So, Bren, start out with the athletics roll. Plus 2 for your robot arms. So 14. And Golden Boy, what is your athletics skill level?
3.
3. Okay, so we're up to a 17. Plus another 2 is 19 with the crowbar. Between the two of you, you manage to pry it open. There's this hissing psss as it's depressurized. And when it opens up, you see laying in this sort of storage gel is a lot of cybernetic parts. A lot of cybernetic parts.
Oh, we made some money today.
There's not much that gets me excited anymore, but this. Yeah, this is it.
It's mostly... roll a cybertech check, Jerax. 19. Okay. Most of the stuff in here is neuralware. So it's designed for computer brain interfaces. But overall, the way I'm going to treat this is there's 2,000 eddies worth of cybernetics in here that you can either try to sell, or you can just basically say, oh yeah, a cyber eye costs 500. I'm going to say 500 of that 2,000 is a cyber eye we happened to find. So you essentially have a 2,000 eddy cybertech budget in there. But you can tell the original intention was neuralware.
Gotcha. Is there any cyberware that increases your empathy?
There is not. Only therapy can do that.
God damn it.
That
Is
sounds
this
quite
cyberware I can attach to
counterintuitive.
my glasses as well?
This is not... So you could install new stuff in your glasses, but that's different from cyberware, even though it emulates the same stuff. You might be able to use some of the parts here, but...
That's good for like the downtime between episodes to research, right? Rather than picking stuff up right now.
Okay.
All
I'm
right.
gonna leave that. I would like to. I don't know. If anybody else got anything they want to do before I
No,
go?
I achieved my goals. All my goals today have been achieved. I am the best.
I wander over to the skeleton again, looking for ID, looking for visual on them.
This person appears to have suffered the same fate as the security guard out there, but this person does not have the same credentials. They have different credentials. They were probably a researcher or lab technician instead.
Okay. I pocket that ID. Does it have a different logo on it?
Yes, this one has the Arasaka logo, and it has a green pheasant on it.
I'll take a photo of them as well.
All right, add that. I hope you're tracking all the photos. You're taking.
Yeah,
Good,
I am.
because I am not. All right.
Yep. I've got a lot of photos of a lot of different dead people.
Once you get topside, you should be able to do a lot of
Only
research.
some of them are dead.
Yes, but 4 of them are frozen, might be dead.
Yeah.
Probably not dead, but might be.
3
3 of them are absolutely dead.
I wonder if they froze themselves intentionally because they accidentally set off murder robots.
Who knows?
Wow.
Is there anything else for Natalie to do at this desk? Does she get a sense?
From a business perspective, this is not your standard office desk. This was clearly a hyper secure location. It was designed to be secretive. A lot of the record keeping is not record kept. You can tell those sorts of things. A lot of violations of corporate protocol don't apply here. This is a very off the book sort of operation, but it's going to take time and some hardcore computer tech in order to try to revitalize this system.
Okay. Natalie gives up and joins everybody else in the room to look through the drawers.
All right. What else would you like to do in here? You've got 3. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I'm going to try and decipher this. So this computer interface has got a transfer bar in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
And the one next to it is a bio interface.
Specifically, you can tell this with your unique skill set. This is net running equipment, old net running equipment. It is hooked up to the mainframe of this entire bunker, the supercomputer powering the whole thing. It's hooked up to all of those. It is connected to this. This is not only medical, this is specifically cybernetic. So it monitors vitals, but it also monitors, how well are they interfacing, how, what is their rejection level, all that sort of stuff. So this whole operation, this is net running equipment. This is cybernetic equipment. It is all hooked up, and it's hooked up to this big old cybernetics bay. And this cybernetics surgery bay has a neural plug in it as well.
Okay. And would this be isolated on its own net, or is it connected to the same net with the security desk?
It is probably... How would this work? This is isolated.
Okay.
But it doesn't have its own digital architecture. It is designed based on net running equipment, but it's very isolated.
So would I be able to tap into it?
Yes. But again, it's old tech, so it's going to be weird.
Yeah, I was basically planning on tapping into it on the surgery table and performing surgery again on myself. But I'm basically, I want to try and optimize my cybernetics, if that's even possible.
Roll a cybertech check and a basic tech check.
Okay, cybertech first. 16. Basic tech 20.
Okay. You have noticed something about the configuration of this room. The network interface is not designed to, like the last time that you performed surgery on yourself, there was robotic equipment nearby, automated equipment that you could control. There is no such here. And this network infrastructure you're sitting in front of is isolated, but it does have manual inputs where you could plug something into it. It looks like designed to load incredibly complex programs, vastly complex programs, and install them into cyberware. And we're talking on a scale that it would have to be like the most complex AI-sized daemon program infrastructure you've ever seen.
So this is to transfer like the human consciousness.
Or maybe at least to try.
Yeah, to try and move it into... So maybe the robots were actual people. Okay, I would share my theory. My theorem. It's not fact yet, but I have a feeling I would explain that this is like equipment that's designed for heavy, massive data flow. It's very specialized to do with neural cybernetics. And I mean, yeah, given what we've known so far about Arasaka and the soul killer, the way the program works, it's like ripping away someone's consciousness, leaving behind a dead husk of a body. It's all related to that somehow.
Well, why don't we... I lean in towards Jerax, trying to kind of look at where Natalie is in the room. Why don't we see if we can test something on Robo-chan?
What do you want to test on it?
If it's got a human mind inside of there, then maybe we strap it down run some medical.
Do you have a human brain, a human body that
scans?
you'd like to put the mind into?
Yeah.
Whose?
I glance towards Monarch. Or the people downstairs. Either or. Honestly, I'm open.
I think we should before we use the listen, my ethics out the window ever since I got these new upgrades. So I'm down for pretty much anything you suggest. That includes potentially experimenting quite unethically on our companions.
Okay, no. How about this, Jax? If I can find a subject
Yep.
for experimentation topside.
Oh, absolutely. I'm down. Yeah, 100%.
No.
Oh, this is between
What?
us.
I'm hearing it because I'm right next to you guys.
No, you're
What?
not.
What's up?
Okay, well,
wrong
I
with you,
overheard
Monarch?
it.
What'd you do over
and-
here?
No, we're not doing that. No.
Not doing what?
Not doing what?
Didn't say anything.
I'm making my way over.
Doing what?
I heard something. I heard experiment on a human body. Okay, that's
Never
all
said
I
those
heard.
words.
Heard experiment, human brain. I don't know. Anyway, we're not doing that.
No,
okay?
no,
What do you mean,
listen.
not doing what? We were merely
hate
saying
you.
that we think that this was being used to experiment on people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were
And
continuing our
inside
conversation.
Robo-chan, Natalie, inside
Yeah?
Robo-chan, there may well be a human mind.
Ew.
It's dark. Where am I?
I don't think
Can
she's
you hear
interested
him?
in the
Can you hear
human
him
mind.
from that open corridor? I mean, he's so loud and sad. Natalie, do you not agree that we have an ethical responsibility to try and get that mind back into a human?
The Lisha Gambit.
Ah. Is it
How
definitely
cold
a
it would
human?
be. I mean, we don't know, but if it does turn out to be true, that would be our obligation, right?
Well,
Let us-
depends if this is a human downloader or a human uploader. Because I remember that guy was going on about what happened to Johnny Silverhands, about getting him downloaded into the net. But oh God, could you upload people too into things?
there's
You think
been
the robot's a
debates on
person?
this. There have been debates on this. If you were to upload your consciousness, is it truly you? Because it would have to be copied and the former one deleted. In which case, would current you die and a copy of you is reborn anew, but with the same memories, assuming that they were the current you?
What we're saying, Natalie, is that it's incredibly important that we do these experiments. And Monarch wants to stop us for
How
no
is it
reason.
incredibly important?
But you
Okay,
can't.
hold
You
on.
can't do this to RoboChan. He's completely armless.
Let
Okay,
me
one-
out.
I mean,
All
I-
He
those
wants
robots just try
out.
to kill us.
He wants
So-
out of his
No, it
metal
sounds- it
shell.
sounds like
the
they-
corpse that he's inhabiting.
Okay.
Let me jump in, please. I just need to say something. Okay? The problem that I have with this, ethically speaking, Mr. Ethics Ashwater, okay, is that we have
My name is Jerax.
I swear to God, I'll shoot you in the other eye. So
That's not very ethical.
yeah, well, you know what isn't very ethical? Committing murder on someone just to get some murder robot into
Murder?
someone's body. We don't even
Murder?
know. We
Who's
don't even
saying
know what
anything
that
about
robot
murder?
has.
Who said murder?
How are you proposing that you're going to get that that mind out of that robot? How are you
Well,
proposing you're going to
the
be able to get
assumption-
that out of there?
The assumption is that these minds would have to have been transported at some point into the robots, and that would imply that there may be bodies that already exist, potentially the ones downstairs. How many robots were there?
Well, listen, I know there are lots of bodies topside of people that end up getting burnt out in net running accidents. Fill that lovely fresh meat sack full of a human soul, and suddenly you've got a wonderful looking, fully functioning human.
What is
Nothing
wrong with
ethically
you?
wrong with that.
Nothing ethically wrong with
You're
that.
you're
There's
literally a
ethical-
hired murderer. I could give.
I'm not going to
not
hire.
two
I'm not going to
shits
kill
about your
innocent
ethics.
people. I'm not going to kill innocent
We're not
people.
killing them. We're taking someone that's already burnt out and we are giving them back their humanity. It's not their humanity, it's someone else's humanity,
It's
but at
not-
least you're making use of the meat cage that they used to inhabit.
Or what about the freaking bodies that are up there right now?
Down there.
Down there. It's
Same
downstairs.
difference.
Oh.
What about the bodies that are down there right now?
What
What
that's
about
what we
them?
need to try and come to the conclusion of. Jim, can you show me the tag images that you took?
Yeah, I would show them to Jerax.
Okay, I would take your agent and I would walk up to Robot-chan.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just going to start reading off the tag
I mean,
numbers.
don't take my agent. You
No,
can
I'm
take
taking
your own
your
fucking
agent.
agent. No, I would send them to you. I'd like keep my
Okay.
agent, thank you.
Sure, I'm going to start listing them off, looking for any sort of visible reaction.
I'm gonna keep a
Okay.
supportive arm around Robochan.
As you talk through the information on there, it remains silent until you get to the third one. At which point, the voice modulator in the robot spouts off a string of Japanese phrases.
Okay, well, we found it. It's the third tag. That's who the mind belongs to. So let's begin the de-thaw process. Actually, before we do that, we should definitely do a reverse image search on the faces.
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
We need to find out who we're dealing with.
Robochan's not going anywhere. The frozen bodies aren't going anywhere.
Are we just going to ignore the fact that Jim wanted to just grab a random body in the middle of the street and just turn that and convert it and give it a new mind while we actually had thawed bodies upstairs and we don't even know
But those
It's
we
called
didn't know.
recycling, Monarch.
We
those
didn't know-
thawed bodies probably still have minds in them.
Yeah, we
that was
didn't
my
know if
thought
those
process.
if the frozen bodies were going to
Regardless,
have
you
minds
got-
already.
this is the reason why bad things happen to you people. Okay, this is the reason why you guys got attacked. This is the reason why we're stuck in the situation we're in right now.
I've
It's the
never
reason
done
why-
anything like this before.
No, because you guys make a series of really, really bad decisions time and time again. And oh my God, it is just glaringly
Natalie,
Okay, well,
problematic.
Natalie, does your translator have audio input?
Sure.
Okay, I would read out the tag again to try and get the same response.
Got my
Okay.
every mom's phone case. Don't limit me.
Matsushimu Ichiro, volunteer 347, Immortality Protocol.
Okay. That's concerning. Volunteer.
yeah, they're doing medical tests. You need volunteers for medical tests. That's what I was saying. I was going to go and grab a volunteer from topside.
I will try and decipher how this equipment works to get ready for the transfer.
I think we may have all forgotten, in the chaos and excitement of all of this as well, that Robochan's not going anywhere. He's an immortal robot. He's been around for tens of years. The people downstairs have been frozen for, 40 years? There's nothing
25.
wrong with that. 25, yeah, whatever. It's all good. It's all good. They ain't going anywhere. Monarch's family is about to be attacked. We originally had a plan to go out and help Monarch's family. And instead, we've been pissing around here trying to... Do we not want to go and... I mean, do we... What? Has anyone remembered this?
Oh, so now you care about innocent life.
I was giving life back to people. You are the one who robs it from them.
I don't
Monarch.
I don't rob life from anyone that doesn't deserve to be ended, all right? It's a fact. All right?
You've
Murder clowns, corporations that take from people and never give their fair share, all right? You know what my saying is? You know what my saying is, Jim Fingers, if that's even your real name. Your
It's not. It's
fingerer.
literally not my real name.
Eat
I
the
mean, you-
rich. All right.
Is it?
Eat the rich is a phrase that I coined all those for many years now. All right.
Really?
It's for that reason that I'm gonna embark on my adventure to go save my family. But for right now, though, just please just don't kill an innocent person. Just try and figure
You
this out. That's all I
are
ask for.
bundle of unnecessary emotions. I can help you get rid of some of that.
Nope, I'm good. You honestly just You're a little weird. You're like one wrong sentence away from being a sex robot. So I have just no desire to ever interact with you in any capacity. Like, why did I even save your life? You don't even have a life worth saving at this point, you know, but whatever. Anyway, I'm just gonna.
Natalie just looks at her watch as she waits for this like monarch fit to wind down again.
And
oh,
you,
wow, that's 45
Natalie,
seconds. That was a long one.
Natalie, your fetish for these freaking robots.
Still
Okay.
going.
No. You guys
Still
aren't
going.
just gonna. You guys are gonna try and categorize this into some monarch fit of rage. Okay, it's justified. You guys are ridiculous. This is
The
why
family's
bad
being
things keep
hunted down
happening
by
to
There's
you.
a lot of
assassins.
projecting here,
And then
Monarch. Twice
and
now
then
someone has brought up sex with robots, and both times it has been you.
Because you
So
guys.
maybe we need to
honestly
get you
welcome it.
away from poor little Ichiro.
Let me out.
We will, honey, we will.
Oh God.
I hate you guys.
Don't sex my robot.
Okay, I am going to figure out how this equipment works. Jim, I want you to reverse image search the faces. Monarch, I want you to check up on your family. Natalie, I want you to also reverse image search the faces, please.
Okay.
I'm gonna go out Monarch for now though. Feel like we might need more muscle than just one person.
I don't want to split up. Oh, but I gotta go to work.
I will point out, Jerax, the information that you found indicates that not only was the contracted assassin given information on Monarch's family, but they were also in contact with the Red Chrome Legion.
Well, I would share that.
Oh God.
Yeah, I know some muscle in the suburbs, so I can get in touch with some people. But honestly, we are all out of money as well. So ideally, I'd love to take some of that cyberware with us as well. I can sell some of that. I can get enough money to hire some muscle, help Monarch's family.
You've also got that armored car heist that you have to deliver on, which has some money in it for you.
Yeah, and we've still got to do that. Honestly, I think we should all go together. We should all go together, deal with Monarch's family's issues, deal with the car heist, get some money, sell some product, and then we'll be in a better position
Sounds
to go
logical.
back.
I'm gonna
do
need
that
a bigger
kind of stuff.
car.
I've got a motorbike as well. One of you can hop on the back of that.
I'll take the car.
Suit yourself.
All right. So do you find your way back up to the surface? Do you want to take any time to rest? There was no timetable given on when bad people were heading to Monarch's family compound. That's an unknown at this point. So maybe you can rest and you'll be fine. Maybe you can arrive and it'll be a Aunt Beru, Uncle Owen situation. Who knows?
I'm down to leave immediately.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably
I'm
should
out.
leave immediately.
Yeah, we didn't take any damage, right?
I think Jerax is
No,
the
I
only
don't
one
think
who's
so.
still fucked up. Like
Yeah, from when you
continuously
shot me in the face.
I regret nothing.
No, it's water under the bridge, Monarch.
I'd like to take 1,000 eddies of cyberware with us as we leave.
Okay.
In case we
cyberware-
want to peddle that.
Okay. Before we leave, I'd like to check the bodies in the cryotube to see if there's any sort of connection that would allow them to be hooked up to this machine.
There is no neural wear inside the cryotubes. It's not like
Okay.
they're jacked into their own network or anything. They are just in stasis.
We should save some of this neural wear.
Yeah, I'm not selling it all. I brought
Yeah.
1,000 of it. And my thinking is that if people want to claim like bits and pieces before the next session, I won't sell it. But I'm taking 1,000 with the intention to sell it. But if people actually want to do stuff with it, then we would just not sell it.
I don't want any cyberware. But I do want to make a very comfortable place for Ichiro to rest, and ideally not exit the hallway. So is there a way to lock both doors on either end of the hallway before we leave?
Yeah, you can lock both doors.
I do such thing.
All right. He opens them up again because he's still in attack protocol, and it responds to his command. Let me out.
No, sweetie, you gotta stay. We're gonna come back and let you out.
Warning, you are bypassing in Arasaka Corporation property. Submit or be terminated.
Don't get
Let
fussy.
me
We're gonna be right
out.
back.
This
we-
relationship is
Can we
what
just
we all
push
need.
it over and it won't be able to get up because it doesn't have any arms?
We're just gonna lay you down, sweetie. Okay?
This needs to be a Nicholas Sparks novel in some way, shape, or form.
Todd
All
wouldn't
right.
love her, so she found something more caring. A death note from Arasaka, trapped underground for decades.
Yep. Well, that's gonna be the next doujinshi novel to hit the. Anyways,
Oh Lord, have mercy.
Draw it, folks.
moving right along. So the team rallies. You add that 1,000 worth of cyberware. You also have a decent amount of firepower in this bunker that you could peddle on if you got to a night market, Jim. That might be something we need to tackle next session because you
Sure,
are in
yeah.
like there's a lot of product down here of various types.
Oh, I'm looking to sell anything that we don't have. Maybe not all in one go because that would be mad suspicious. But as a trickle out, I would be wanting to just peddle because I ended up buying a bunch of stuff for our previous act, and I am down to my last 5 eddies. I literally have no money, and the apartment above us is blown to smithereens. So I don't even know anything I can recover from the apartment. I'm looking to sell the deed to the apartment. I'm looking to sell fucking anything I can get my hands on.
Yeah, I'm not paying rent
All
anymore.
right. I am going to say this. Anything having to do with the apartment is being watched. Now, you're powerful. You have powerful connections. When we created your character, we did not exactly know what we were doing. So you have powerful connections that could maybe circumvent that, but it's not going to be. It's going to take a little bit of finagling. Because I can guarantee you, the moment that deed transfers in any way, shape, or form, it's going to set off flags in multiple systems, multiple corporations. We're all just watching.
Sure.
So,
I would have to sell it to someone powerful enough to be able to deal with that.
Or someone that we could draw that attention to and then use that attention to
Whoopsie.
destroy.
see, you always leave it to the corpos to think of these things.
I have a question relating to the entrance exit of this place. Like, where is it in relation to our original apartment building? And do we have any way to, secure it with a doorway or anything?
So this place is buried, you've got your apartment, then you've got the sewers and the infrastructure and the pipes and all this stuff that happens in the city. Then you've got the water table because it was built on fill and a lot of this area flooded. And then under waterlogged ground is this bunker. And the only way that you were able to find it is that Jerax called in the revolutionary group that you worked with earlier to find the bomb. And you guys know of a secret way in and out that is like a series of pipes and access tunnels and just collapsed, when the nuke went off, it caused some rifts to appear. It is a secret circuitous route that takes a couple hours to get in and out of back to topside. But as far as you know, nobody else knows about it. It comes up... Go ahead.
Do I come out all dirty?
Yes.
Sorry, go on.
There are showers in the bunker, but you don't have a real hideout topside anymore because the apartment, somebody blew it up.
Interesting. Okay.
Is this a future where they have lockers around town where we could store changes of clothes and things? I'm overthinking this.
Yeah, you can do that. There's various hidey holes and safe houses, and a fixer would definitely be able to connect you with people, and you happen to know an excellent fixer.
We should check up on Monarch's family.
All right. Is the team ready to do that?
Yeah.
Yes.
I was ready since we started this damn thing.
All right. You emerge from the ruins of your old apartment near Old Japantown. Head probably through the Glen, not the old combat zone, across the bridge and over to Haywood, also known as Santo Domingo. This part of town in the suburbs is packed because, again, it's where a lot of people fled after the bomb went off. Let me just pull up my notes real fast. a large percentage of the city's population lives here, honestly. And it's already starting to divide based on wealth and power. The richer folk tend to move more towards the north of this district, whereas folks who have less means move towards the south. And if what I understand from Oro and Monarch's backstory is true, your family definitely doesn't live on the north side. They might live somewhere in the middle, like maybe not in just the most desperate and difficult area. What would you say, Alex, about where they live?
Yeah, they're definitely like not in the wealth area, but they're more in the if there is a middle class, that's where they are right now.
Okay.
They're just normal people living their life, making their habichuelas, their arroz, you know, making their whatever they can find these days. You know, just trying to live their life.
Yep.
Didn't envision it looking this dirty.
This is just the map that I have for the time being. This isn't perhaps not their exact compound, but a sort of a public area where multiple groups and families in the neighborhood all meet. Maybe one of these buildings belongs, or a couple of these buildings belong to your family.
I think we'll just, for the sake and ease of it all, we'll just say it's this one right here.
Perfect. So, getting here, the roads are crowded. There's a lot of just little communities that have popped up here and there. You have to watch your back because there's a lot of folk who would prey on the people who are trying to make their lives here. You're pretty close to the Aldecalo Nomad Camp, which is one of the major thoroughfares of trade, because getting in and out of Night City is difficult because you have to go through a lot of wasteland, Mad Max style, road gangs, Dust Bowl, huge sandstorms, the like. The entire, not just the Midwest, but all the way out here in California, has been devastated by getting hit with asteroids launched at the planet from space deliberately, and by global warming and a series of major conflicts. So a lot of the area is just arid desert. In order to travel over that territory, the nomads have these huge convoys of cars and trucks and combis and armed vehicles that they drive in these big groups in order to fend off the road gangs. So knowing the nomads is really important in order to get your lifeline in and out of the city. They've been essential in rebuilding Night City. So this community, it's near one of those outlets to the outside of the city, and it's not in one of the controlled corporate zones. So you've got a lot of different communities mingling here, and they tend to band together for protection against booster gangs, road gangs, so on and so forth. When you pull up to the complex, to the family complex, there's a lot going on, but it doesn't seem to be under immediate attack. Monarch, you know this area, you know these people. You kind of know when you get home if there's a weird vibe. And right now, aside from the still fairly recent loss of Oro, everything seems to be going as normal. What can you tell us about the people, sites, etc., that the team encounters as you pull up on your scooter, and your compact car?
Yeah, I mean, this is the place that we decided to, myself along with Oro, both myself, decided to, put our family. Our other brother, Sergio, is not here. It should just be my parents, and that I would. They're helpful people, as is the way for a lot of Hispanic parents. So they are always trying to help others, even though they probably shouldn't be doing that because, we don't have the means to do it. But they are well respected amongst their neighborhood, and they are people know who they are. They are very familiar with them. They like them. So it's not like they are problems or anything like that. Like they're just normal parents who have really, really abnormal children.
What happened, dude?
This world is crazy.
How quaint, I say out loud as I look around, just smiling.
Yeah, it's nice. Well, I'm gonna make my way over to the house, and knock on the front door, make sure they're home.
Yeah.
I am so excited, by the way, to meet Osvaldo and Maria that I am like right next to you, like ready to give like the best parent.
All right, now wait, but guys, now I'm gonna ask everyone to gather around before I knock on the door. Okay, here are a few ground rules. All right, if my mom tries to bust out the children's book, the baby pictures, you don't look at them. All right, if she shows them to you and you see them, you can look at it in the direction, but I don't want you to focus on the image. If you focus on the image, I shoot you in the face.
Were you an ugly baby? Is that why?
Not at all. I was adorable. Look at me right now. I'm a beacon of cuteness. Also, all right, if at any point in time they offer you food, you take it. 1, because it's probably going to be delicious. 2, because if you don't, then Maria's going to be really angry. And you don't want to have an angry Puerto Rican mom. All right? We're on the same page?
Got it.
All right? 3, do not tell them how many people I have killed.
I don't know how many people you've killed.
Yeah, how many have you killed?
I've never seen you kill someone, Monarch.
You've really
Let's
not
keep it
killed
that
any
way.
humans.
Let's keep it that way.
You've never
All
killed
right.
anyone before.
That's factually not true. Okay. And I knock on the door. Knock, knock, knock.
All right. Who comes out to answer?
Let's say my mom.
Okay. And how does that go?
Am I supposed to do this?
I believe you volunteered
said
to.
you
Oh
last
said
my
time.
you wanted to do
god!
it.
I don't really want to. Honestly, I'm in a freaking hotel room. If I was home, I probably would. But okay. Well, then door opens, and she comes out. Obviously, she's wearing a gown. Like all older moms or Hispanic moms would do. She smells like Vicks. She's like, "Ay, papi, ¿qué pasó? We miss you so much. What are you doing here?" And then I say, Ma, please, relax. Has there been anything weird lately? Anyone you haven't noticed or recognized lately around here at all? It's nice to see you. Yes. She grabs me. She kisses me multiple times. She's very nice. And then, she's like, who's your friends over here? What's with this? What's with this weird looking thing with the arms? My God. I hear that. I tell you right now, his mother must not love him very much.
Hello,
Because
Mrs.
that
Monarch.
Oh my God. Who is this? Wait, okay, Monarch? No, Leo, tell me, what is this your new girlfriend? Who is this? No, Ma. No, this isn't. No, she's really crazy. She has like a thing for robots.
You can't call women crazy.
I lean into.
a thing for robots. I tell you,
Oh,
hey, Jesus,
it's not like that.
The things that they do over there. What's your name, lady? What's your name?
I will tell her. Yeah, my name is Natalie. It's so nice to meet you, Mrs. Leo.
Natalie. Thank you so much for coming. Okay, my love.
Mrs. Leo, yes, my mother didn't love me.
Well, I see. Obviously. And what's this thing right here? This well, you look like a hard-boiled egg. What are you? What's your name?
I'm Jim.
Jim. Jim what?
Jim. Huh? Just Jim.
Just Jim? Your name's
Yeah.
just Jim. Your mama didn't give you another name. Just Jim.
No,
No last
she
name.
didn't. No, my mom didn't talk as much as you did.
Ay. Qué lindo. What a shame. Well, Leo, I don't like this, but come in. Make you some acapurias. Come on. And everyone, and I say, everyone, just get the fuck inside. All right. Just trust me. Just get inside. It's only gonna get worse from here. Okay.
So, Mrs. Leo, has Leo always had trouble making friends?
Yeah, mostly he always talks about punching them in the face, and he's got a real thing for hitting people in the face. Mira, let me get the baby book, okay? I'll show you the baby book right now, and then she's gonna go off to the other room, and then she's gonna yell, "Mira, Asfaldo, your son's home." comes down, hobbling down, an old man, and he's like, "Hey, Leo, ¿qué pasó, papi?" And I said, "Oh, it's just making sure you guys are safe. That's all I'm here for." Yeah, we're good. You know, obviously you got. I was reading. You know, people send the letters and stuff, and I was reading stuff about Red Chrome Legion people, a bunch of racists. You know, it's never going away. And then he sits down, he grabs his cigar, and he just chills out for a little bit. He doesn't really do anything because that's what he does. And then I'm gonna ask about if there are any unsavory folks, which they haven't noticed anything because they are two oblivious Hispanic people who live their lives, and that's about all I got.
All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and come out and say that you're all getting 50 improvement points after this session.
I would pay money to watch Alex roleplay an entire Hispanic feature family.
Yeah, that was phenomenal roleplay, and we reward that around here. So, while the Red Chrome Legion and similar booster gangs, they're always a threat in the outer parts of the city. That hasn't been a problem. You know what has been a problem recently? Continental Brands set up one of those Oasis shops. And they've started grading the community on their customer loyalty, and they started to push out all the other suppliers in the area. They've had to hire a lot of armed guards to do it. But because this particular community insists on getting their supplies elsewhere and growing their own food and trading with the nomads in order to get some actual fresh food from time to time, their loyalty score to Continental Brands has dropped so low, they've been put into the Discovery program, which is the worst way Continentals can punish a community. They cut off supplies as much as possible, buy up everything, and reduce them to a single flavor of kibble, which is it's designed as a focus group, as a test to see acceptance of this. Congratulations, you've received this exciting opportunity to participate in our limited edition testing program, which in reality means that they are cutting off food supplies in the neighborhood except for a single flavor, Cool Ranch Maple Kibble.
Sounds pretty good.
Actually,
So
I
go
have gotten a weird alert on my phone as we enter this zone, and it goes, "Warning, entering Cool Ranch Maple Exclusion Zone."
Well, your app access, a lot of your app access has been terminated, but I imagine that you've set up your agent to still follow certain trends, right? So
Oh yeah, that's just a voluntary opt-in kind of alert app.
Yeah. So again, if you were using an official Continental Brands app, it would have said, "Congratulations, you've been selected to participate." But you've got the warning, Cool Ranch Maple Zone.
Yeah, the ways of Cool Ranch Maple alert
So
apps.
that is the product that they are basically forced to consume out here, besides what they get from the nomads.
It's meeting with limited success because Continental hasn't been able to lock down this community's food supplies the way they'd like to force them to be loyal customers. Your mom and pa, they still know people. They know people who have a garden of their own. They're friends with some nomads and stuff, so they can still get in some of the fresh stuff and some better pre-pack. But Continental's doing their best to push that around. Did you know they have a wanted poster of your brother outside the Oasis food station?
Oh, did not know that.
Yeah, which is still a sore point. So you should watch your back because you look an awful lot like your brother.
Yeah. Well, I'm better looking, to be honest. So
yeah, but the poster art isn't that good, so it's still an easy mistake to make.
So, how am I supposed to check to see if anyone's been watching them or has maybe been scoping out their buildings? Because obviously, I'm not going to get information from them. They're just going to do their thing.
Yeah. We're going to do two things here. First off, I'm going to have you, Monarch, roll a perception check.
Copy that.
Uh-oh.
Perception.
15.
15.
Okay. Before we resolve that, who is looking at the baby pictures?
Natalie. Yeah. No,
Directly
Maria
at
went
them, absorbing
right
every
for
detail.
Natalie. beelined it and is trying to rope Jerax in there as well.
I would be, so here's what I would be doing. I would be like, oh yes, feigning interest because that's what Monarch told me to do. But I would also, with my cyber eye, I would be trying to essentially mentally divide my vision such that I'm just ignoring my normal eye, and the cyber eye, like an iguana, I'm going to point at the window.
So
just
your
on the
cyber
lookout.
eye has picture-in-picture as well, by the way.
Wow.
Yeah, built in. So like whatever you're looking at, you can pull up other information, visuals, GUIs, etc. It doesn't have targeting, but if you ever really don't want to be looking at something, you can just pull up a garden tube video or something.
No, I actually am just on the lookout outside the window.
Okay. And
I'm straight up looking out the window. Like, I'm not paying attention to anything his family's talking about. We came here to keep them safe. I'm pissed off we're even staying here chatting to them. And I'm worried at this point that the information that was given was like false in order to lure us here. So I'm in like paranoia mode, honestly. This smells like a setup from the streets, you know? This is how fixers would rope in other fixers. They give them some info that's false and then ambush them while they were there. I'm getting flashbacks to us meeting with Royal. So I'm just straight up paranoid staring out the window.
The argument against that is that I got this information off the dead body of an assassin.
True. But also paranoid.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's gonna happen. I'm just saying I'm paranoid about it.
just because you're paranoid doesn't mean they're not out to get you. Okay. Monarch, outside here.
Wait, what? Like a motorcycle?
Yeah, several of them.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go and take a look right outside. Just open the door, but not like to the point where, you know,
Oh, gee.
I'm sticking outside. I'm just it's like not one of those doors. It's like you know, you got the what do they call that? Like the screen door, you know? Like you can open it and then they got a screen door there. So you can't really tell unless you're like looking that the person's like really staring outside.
Like a security door.
Yeah, something like that. But it's more to like block the flies or whatever nastiness will come inside, you know.
Keep the blood rain out.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking through right now. What do I see?
You see 3 motorcycles pulling up. They are shiny despite the dust on them. Brilliant red colors. There's 2 people on each of them. And on the one in front she's wearing a helmet, but she's got a huge katana on her back. All their gear is in chrome and red. As they pull, making a very, very loud noise.
Here we go.
All right, and this seems like a good place to end it for the night. So thank you everybody for joining us. Yeah, we'll go ahead and come back next week, probably with a big dust off with whoever these fine, upstanding citizens who just rolled up are.
Who could they be?
Exactly. You know, maybe they just want to hang out. Maybe they want to challenge you to a friendly game of street hockey. Who knows?
Yeah, never heard of him.
All right. Well, I have plans then for next week to
Excellent.
deal with that.
Excellent.
And I have also just been taking pictures of these baby pictures. I want to say it now, so next
Just
episode.
get that on record. I like how
Just a couple.
everyone else's phones are full of like the pictures of dead or cryogenically frozen people and their IDs, and it's just like, here's, you know, Monarch punching Oro in the face when they were both in diapers. Here's Monarch punching his cousin in the face. Here's Monarch's first day at school when he got sent home for punching a kid in the face.
Punch a principal in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did a lot of that.
Really impressive because he was like 6.5 at the time.
Yeah.
He's got a good uppercut.
He's got a 3-foot vertical.
Real swing, roll up swing, you know, really punching above my weight class.
Yep.
Oh, God. We're all going to die.
Oh, yeah.
Is there a back door?
It's not my house.
I'll have
back
more
door?
details. I'll have more details next week.
Okay, sure. I mean,
There's
yes or no
tactical
answer.
cover on the roof. it just goes away and designs the perfect fortress for his family to live in.
Miho, the 50 cal is in the shed where you left it, alongside the rockets.
Well, when I had thought about all this, I was like, well, it would make sense that I would leave an arsenal there in case I needed anything.
Ma, have you still got the RPG?
Yeah, so get ready for next week because there's gonna be some moments. I'm actually prepared. I have some great Maria material prepared for all of this. It's gonna be great.
Excellent.
Sounds good.
Well, again, thank you everyone for tuning in or watching if you're in the dark future after this has gone live. Thanks to our fantastic cast for being with us despite travel and schedule changes. If all goes according to plan, we will see you next week at our normal 5 p.m. time. Until then, everybody, thanks for watching and have a fantastic night.